No i witam was ponownie w kolejnym odcinku Noire.
Oh, come on!
Wracamy do miejsca, bo w sumie ledwo co skończyłem poprzedni odcinek. Więc już jesteśmy prawie że na miejscu. Teraz tutaj. Tutaj, okej. Proszę co
Okay,
powiedzieć,
Felton,
Jacob.
you're going hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh,
for
my God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
That she's...
We're going to have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
No patrz.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about
I'll be
the
back
old
in
lady.
a moment. Just sit tight.
O, gdzie jest?
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Pakował się. O, właśnie, rozmiar.
Size 11s.
Czyli za duże.
Incidental.
Dobra, jedziemy z pytaniami.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Dzwoniła do ciebie.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
No to to.
You know she went to the Bomber Club.
The bartender there. He calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night, I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Trzecie, co on powiedział? No bo kłamie.
That's a lie and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Why would I do that, detective?
To chyba, no to nie. No, bo, no właśnie. No właśnie, tylko teraz to czy to? Spróbujmy to.
My wife was a drunk. It was a sickness with her. Doesn't mean I didn't love her. Would you stop loving your wife if she was unwell?
No, I wouldn't. Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never
No to teraz by było to.
gave up on my wife.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have
No.
the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Ale
Call
raczej
it in and get a
dostajesz
squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
To był gdzieś telefon. Jest.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Dobra. Ale to była produktywna rozmowa. To jest telefon. O, jest nasz samochód. No i pojedziemy do Mendeza.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Gently.
TI Radio is a member of the ACB network, American Century Broadcasting.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Aś ty skromny. Dobra. 16.
Mendez, apartment 16.
No dobra, dobra, już nie tu, tylko chciałem przejść tu. Dzięks. Pięć. No to 16 będzie jeszcze piętro wyżej. Jeszcze piętro wyżej na moje. Bo to było ostatnie mieszkanie. 14, 13, 15.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Kluczyk. Nic ciekawego. Pistolet.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
O jest, klucz na sodowy. I szminka.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
No to z tą szminką.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break, and Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey! What gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there!
Dobra.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Get in and drive.
Ale jedziemy. Ja pierdzielę, nie jedzie.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Hit him, Cole! Spin him out!
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry. Put your hands in the air!
No i elegancko.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator.
O,
It seems the city has a new and vengeful
udało
guardian.
sprawa. Nie musieliśmy jeszcze
Considering the
skiwać
evidence
nikogo.
against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Następnym razem może. Koło. No, bo po szafie znaleźliśmy, patrzcie. Dobra. Co teraz za sprawa będzie? Czy może jakaś wietnamska, japońska tam... Przerywnik japoński, o. Japońska historia teraz. No może nie japońska, ale jakaś jest historia.
To cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
Pozłacany motyl. O shit. Znowu nasadówką. Co ci ludzie mają?
Galloway.
Zawsze nasadowe.
Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What do we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend him off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
That's the guy from the papers.
No to
Solve that big case.
żeby jakiś inny strój spróbować, bo tutaj przecież mamy też masę ich dostępnych. Dobra, wsiadł do auta, no to stroje mamy to, złoty chłopiec, sunset. No niech będzie Broderick tymczasowo. A, na miejsce zbrodni, no to innego mogło być w tej chwili. A powiedziałem prosto i prawo.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps.
Just go easy, Phelps.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
Pewno się uda. Pewno się ułoży.
Give me a break.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory.
Daleko? Czy niedaleko? Daleko. Czy no niby niedaleko, ale...
391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case. fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendez.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you
matter.
don't believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
This is awful. Just awful.
Detective, I was first on scene.
Get any closer.
Tak?
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. The family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
How bad is it?
Czyli on jednak zabrał z parkingu. No to chociaż tyle. W teorii.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat.
Dobra. I co?
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
The motive was robbery. Why not take the money?
Dobra. No i znowu
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
ta była jakby, nie wiem, uduszona czy coś.
Look at your mark. It's very distinctive.
I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Dobra. Jakby ktoś ją zdeptał.
Thanks very much for your help.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
No, też pierścionek.
What's this mark? A cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
No i co?
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Just grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Właśnie co z tym butem? No, raz ty już poszedł, no i dobra. Jedziemy z nim.
All these people are vultures, officer. But you can tell me what's going on. You all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
Dobra.
KTI Radio reminds you and
No dawaj.
Still might be... Hey, come on! There still might be some playing the boyfriend.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, then.
Deirdre Muller.
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bet.
This conversation is over.
Calling all cars. Citizen reports officer needs help.
Daleko. Najważniejsze pytanie. Zupełnie po drodze i daleko.
Shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street, Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3. Identified.
Dodatkowych. Gdy będzie na to czas, to będziemy tam robić. Po prostu i tyle. Po prostu i tyle. Dobra,
easy!
Do Mollera. Tak sobie myślę, czy jakbyśmy troszeczkę dźwięk ściszyli. No tak jest, dialogi, czy by nie było lepiej słychać? Nie wiem, może? Tak mi się wydaje. No dobra. Dobra, dobra, stara kobra, już jesteśmy na miejscu. Beczka z tyłu się pali elegancko.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're going to have a look around.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
O, jakiś liścik.
I doubt it.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
No. To jest zamknięte. Gitara. Czytam skrzypce. To jest chyba pokój córki, ich córki. To będzie prędzej pokój. Właśnie. Też nie ma.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Pierścionka.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Zegarka też nie ma. A i but. 8.
Work boots. Size 8s.
Dobra, można zapytać.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Kłamiesz.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Znowu kłamiesz.
You seem reluctant to talk about her jewelry.
It's a touchy subject with Daddy.
Mhm.
He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
No nie mamy
They
dowodu.
weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What the... But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
No tak.
You should come clean if you're having an affair, or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
So why
No.
did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
O 9:30.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi, check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in LA. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Może to wyciągnie gana i go... Aha, on się nie wyrzucić. Dobra, mamy go. O, but. Okay.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home, and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield, and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Dobra, zadzwonimy.
Galloway, Homicide Division. Badge
Phelps,
number
badge 1247.
Go ahead, detective unit.
How can I help,
Did we get Ray
detective?
Pinker at a technical service?
I need an address on a
team of
Belmont
house at
High
130
School.
North Bonnie Bray
Checking
Street.
for you, detective.
Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks for your help.
Dobra.
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting at the police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
Jak daleko to jest? Może będzie bliżej Kostnica? Nie, to jest blisko.
Family for generations. Mullingar flour.
If you're gonna drive like this, at least use the siren.
Process grain into the high-quality flour Mom's
Prawie nie wyszło.
You can cheer up, son. Call the grocer.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, fellas. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimonii.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Any Central unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School. 15.
Dobra.
Saturday's the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go. I told you I can't Saturday.
Oj, miałem zakończyć
I'm busy.
odcinek, ale
Busy
no.
where? You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you? So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Lock him up and throw away the key. There he is, officer.
Ale szybko biega. Ten chłopak. No, o, ale się uda. Rozkuć.
Car 11K, car 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
Okej. Dobra, to jest zrobię w kolejnym odcinku. Dziękuję za oglądanie.
What's your
Rozszerz,
name?
tym żegnam się z wami. A może nie?
Who's asking?
We can
Dobra,
do this
jednak
the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you Okie motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
No. Nie,
You're under
Broszka.
arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Teraz na komendę przesłuchać ich, czy co?
What time did you see the person
A,
park the
jeszcze tu
car?
jest ten...
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help.
Mhm. To wszystko. A, no jeszcze przejrzymy ten samochód w takim razie.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
from a Chrysler. Could be important.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
Dobra, dodam centralę do zdrowia w kolejnym odcinku. Dziękuję za oglądanie, do usłyszenia następnym razem. Żegnam się z wami. Hej.